Mario, Luigi, Yoshi, but they've had like some Link figures, like Pikmin.
Hmm.
I was like, no more ordering stuff from Japan for me.
Yeah, I remember one time when I was playing Pikmin 1, like, think I almost had, like, a really amazing run of the game. Like, I think I almost finished it in under, like, 14 or 15 days. I don't remember.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, and, like, I got, like, I wasn't sure how good I was doing, but I got, like, 5 treasures almost in the Distant Spring, I think that area was called.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's Distant Spring in Pikmin 1. I was thinking it's a Perplexing Pool in Pikmin 2. And really, a ton... Okay. I couldn't finish that thing off with Ice Beam. But Solar Beam. I have a ×4 weakness to grass, and your only grass attack move that you're going to use is Solar Beam.
And how can he even do Solar Beam down here in a cave?
I don't... That doesn't even make...
Where is he getting the sun from?
My god. And a 9... Was that Ninetales? Yeah. So all around a bunch of really good options for Swampert.
That should do it for Ninetales.
Nope.
Oh man, he's only one level higher too.
Yeah, I know. Ninetales is a bulky Pokemon, but even then, like, I figured... Oh, really confused, Ray.
I have a bad feeling this is going to be one of those fights that should have been over like 5 turns ago, and then you're like, how are we still
Please
battling?
hit, please hit. You... Basically, going from the look of that...
Oh, and now he's going to spam Safeguard.
That's not going to do anything for you. Literally, in any single way. I'm not going to use Ice Beam on you, and even then, I don't think Fire types can be frozen. If they can be, I don't remember why, but I don't, for some reason, remember if they're able to be frozen or not.
It's one of those, what were you thinking, AI?
Okay, this part... I feel like I'm almost getting into blind territory here. I think this is where the Psychic TM is. So, okay, as soon as I say I'm getting into blind territory here, I remember where the best TM of this area was, and I didn't want to do that. There's actually a trainer in here somewhere that has a lantern that knows an illegal move. It's like a lantern that knows, Earthquake for some reason, which I don't know how which it can't learn.
That's like one of those things that'll screw you up in a hurry. You'll be like, how did he have that? He's not supposed to have that.
Yeah, really. Substitute. Interesting. Is it gonna use Substitute again, or... No.
He should have, though. He might have survived an extra turn.
Yeah, probably would have. I was expecting maybe, like, a random, like, Salic or Lychee Berry or something, but which... I don't know why an in-game trainer would use that, but... Graveler. Terrible matchup to send out against a water type.
Let's see, you just saw your last Pokemon get taken down with Surf. I know, I'll send out Graveler.
Yeah, totally. And I also have Ice Beam on me, which probably wouldn't have one-shotted. Okay, a Wailord would have been a better option than that.
But you've got an answer for this Pokemon, too.
I had a couple, but one of them was in the PC. I love that Wailord's, like, so big, but yet it has just, like, little beady eyes.
Right? And he always looks sad.
I think in Pokemon Coliseum and XD they actually scale Wailord's size down, but in Pokemon Battle Revolution on the Wii they have the size like up to scale with what it actually is supposed to be.
So it's like the whole screen.
Basically, I saw a picture where it was like, in comparison to Groudon and Rayquaza, it was like, they were like action figures compared to the damn thing.
Oh my gosh. When are we getting a Wii U Pokemon game like that?
Yeah, I know. I mean, people always complain that, like, Battle Revolution, like, was never any good or something, but it was okay for what it was.
I think so. It'd have been better if you could, like, if they'd at least
if
made a part 2 that you could play the new games with it.
Yeah, that would have been cool. Or even just do something with it.
Right, because it got, the novelty kind of wore off, so.
Yeah, and it didn't, or even just if it had mini games like Pokemon Stadium did.
Yeah, because people still go back and play that game.
Yeah.
So do you think the next Wii U game we get will be more of a Revolution type, or are we going to get more like an RPG, like a Coliseum type game?
I would actually really like a sequel to Pokemon XD, personally. I really would want one of those games. I thought that... I know Trigger Conroy mentioned this in his Let's Play, but there's definitely some good plot lines they could leave off with some of the characters, and it would be just awesome to return to some of those. And I think, if memory serves me right, one of these two Pokemon for some reason knows Skill Swap, which is a stupid move for it to know. Shadow Ball... I think Aerial Ace would do a little bit more than Shadow Ball.
Did a lot more.
I didn't try Shadow Ball, but Surf will finish it off. It won't do enough to you, but it'll hit you. And Shadow Ball I can use to finish Claydol off. Oh, lovely. I totally love that there's two Claydols on the...
There's a skill swap.
Oh no, that actually might be a bit of a problem. I want to take that thing down right off the bat. Because I don't want... That's kind of pointless, actually. It gave me Levitate. And I'm a flying type already, so... There's really no point to that. Okay, this might be the illegal lantern I was talking about.
And what was the move you said he's not supposed to have? Earthquake?
Earthquake. Which won't do anything to my Ninjask, but... Wait, what? Oh. It's swapped Levitate for Levitate.
Way to waste a turn, pal.
I can finish the Claydol off in one shot with Shadow Ball, and then I can just Earthquake the Lantern. I'm actually surprised I'm getting through this as easily as I I am, because I remember Victory Road being really confusing in this game. It's felt really easy as of lately in Pokemon games, though.
It's always better when it's easier than you remember than when it's a lot harder.
Yeah. Like, I used to have so much trouble with the one in Diamond and Pearl, because there's at one point in those where you need to go off bike ramps, and I didn't know that you could actually do that when I first played that game. So, I struggled a lot with that part. And I don't know what this trainer is gonna have or not.
You're never leading off with Fly, are you?
Why did... She just said you must be getting a little tired. And that's a...
Didn't expect a Skarmory here.
I kind of did, but... And to be honest, yeah, she's kind of right. I am getting a little tired, even though I... To be fair, I did stay up pretty... Well, no, because I stayed up pretty late last night, but... I didn't sleep in that much this morning, either.
Well, if you ever need to take a break mid-Victory Road or mid in this cave, we can always end the episode whenever you want.
It's fine. I don't care. I'm not that. It's only 6 in the evening anyway.
Do you hear that, viewers? He's pushing on. He's persevering just for you.
The show must go on!
I actually like this girl's team, Skarmory and Sableye.
Yeah, Sableye's... I know it's getting a Mega Evolution that's, like, a lot more defensive now, because it uses Gem as a shield. Of course you would use a full restore. Of course.
You can't make anything easy for you.
I could expect an ace trainer to use that, but not a cool trainer. Of course this is a Pokemon that has no weakness in this generation, so... I think there's only...
I forgot all about the spikes.
I think there's only one Pokemon family now that has no weakness.
Which one is that?
The Electros line. It's like that eel in black and white. Do you know which one I'm talking about?
I'm trying to think, but no, I don't.
Oh, it's a pure electric type with Levitate.
Oh, okay.
So
that's actually a really good match.
Yeah. Because the only reason Sableye and Spiritomb were made vulnerable is because now Fairy is super effective to them. Before, nothing used to be super effective to Ghost and Dark, but then that has to go in and throw some monkeys into the wrenches.
All those kids who hacked a Wonder Tomb, they're like, oh man, now what do I do?
Yeah, really. Now the Fairy types are actually really common in online.
Do you do any of the online battles outside of, like, what's the website? I can't remember what it is. Yeah.
Sometimes. Not too often, but I'll sometimes do some Wi-Fi battles.
I pretty much get swept every time, so I've kind of given up on it.
Yeah, I just don't have the time to be training Pokemon all the time. Like, some people just have time to be, like, breeding and, like, raising Pokemon all the time, and... to me, it just kind of bores me that X and Y kind of has, like, a really boring aftergame. Like, there's... like, okay, literally after you beat the game, you can catch one of the 3 legendary birds, and you only get one of them based on your starter. You can catch Mewtwo, you can get the Mega Stones, and that's literally about it.
Kind of a letdown. You think they would be always adding more stuff?
Yeah, like, and
less.
in Pokemon Black 2 and White 2, there was a ton of legendaries you could catch. Especially ones from, like, Sinnoh. Like, you could catch Heatran, Cresselia, Uxie, Mesprit, Azelf, you could catch, like, oh god, Dodrio. Didn't even expect that. Good matchup, though.
Yeah, I think I remember watching some people Let's Play that game, and it seemed like their post-game half of the Let's Play was almost as big or longer than the original game.
Yeah, because there's just a lot you can do in those, in the post-game, because there's a lot of Pokemon in them.
It's Kadabra, one of my favorite Pokemon, but he's going to get his butt handed to him against Thunder.
No, I should have gone for Bite, actually. That would have been super effective. Actually not sure if Bite would have finished him off or not in one shot.
We'll see.
No, it did less than Thunderbolt did.
He should have held up his spoon and blocked your bite.
Electrode. Don't want to stay in for that. Watch this thing just use Explosion.
Oh, I hate when they do that, especially when your Pokemon is all like full powered, basically.
There's at least a good 3 times so far in this Let's Play where I'm fighting a Coughing and it just wants to use self-destruct on me for no reason at all. Electrode's actually a really good Pokemon for a Rain Dance team. I didn't really...
Not good in this matchup, though.
Yeah, not in this matchup. I didn't really use Rain Dance teams in Gen 5, oddly enough, when, like, they were actually, like, really good. But, like... because they ended up banning, the use of Swift Swim and Drizzle because Politoed ended up getting that ability, which let it permanently rain in the field. And if you had Swift Swim in there, it just became a monster because, some Pokemon like Kingdra just became next to unstoppable because they were so fast.
So explain this to a noob like me and maybe
Okay.
someone who's a noob in your audience. What exactly
Okay,
is that?
Swift Swim is a special ability that boosts the speed of a Pokemon in rain. And, a Pokemon like Kingdra, which you saw in the last episode, it can get that ability. So, when it's in rain, its speed will basically go up a lot. And it also, in rain, the power of its water-type moves like Surf and Hydro Pump, which can both get and are good moves on it, they'll both be doing a lot more damage than they would normally do.
I gotcha.
So, wait, this is where I went earlier, wasn't it? Yeah, I went here already, damn it! So, it's just a really strong... It just becomes a much stronger and much faster.
You should
Yeah.
have left a trail of breadcrumbs, then you know where you went.
If I had breadcrumbs, I would, to be honest.
I do wish they had a way that you could, like, mark your path, especially in caves like this.
Or even just look at a map or something.
Right.
Because that's what... I think that's what made Ni no Kuni a lot of fun for me, was that, like, it wasn't like... Oh, there's a waterfall here that I somehow didn't notice. Where does this go? Isn't there just a ladder over here? Not a super potion, but I'll heal anyway. I'm saving my lemonades for some reason, even though I have like 50 of them.
I thought you were going to make a stand later on.
Oh,
That was going to be just one post-game episode. I'm selling lemonade. Then May shows up.
Oh, God.
Are you not a fan of May in the anime?
Not really, to be honest.
Yeah, I think I like Misty more.
Yeah, Misty I like, but she was a bit of a douche early on. Like, well, every character was a big douche early on. Like, literally, like, when Pokemon came out on Netflix, I watched, like, the first 10 episodes of it in one night. And, like, most of it was just, like... The first couple especially was just, like, Misty yelling at Ash for, like, random reasons, or, like, whatnot. She didn't really become, like, a nice character until, I don't even know, to be honest, actually.
To be fair to Misty, though, Ash did pretty much trash her bike.
He did that to, like, everyone's bike.
See, but that's why she was mad at him to start, and then...
Yeah, I know. I don't think... Actually, I don't know if May was mad at that or not. Dawn, like, didn't care at all.
Yeah, Dawn of the original three, she was the most chill.
Yeah, definitely.
She just had a Pokemon who was kind of flipping out.
Yeah.
Piplup was the one with the temper.
Okay, Ludicolo.
Ludicolo is grass, and what else?
Water. It's a unique type. Like, a good typing as well, because it doesn't have very many weaknesses, and whatever ones it does have, most people forget.
It does kind of look like it has a duck bill almost.
Yeah. It's good because it's like, it's a grass type that's not weak to water, grass type that's not weak to fire, but, a water type that's not weak to grass either.
Right.
So, what weaknesses it does have are, like, flying and bug, like, common, like, the only other and it doesn't have a weakness to electric either.
It just happened to get matched up with the one Pokemon it was weak to.
Yeah. I actually wouldn't mind using... Actually, one Pokemon I wouldn't mind using in this game was, Heracross. But I used one of those in Pokemon Black 2, and... Oh boy, the power on that thing.
I do like Heracross. I don't like fighting against Heracross, however.
Yeah, I can see why fighting against them is a pain in the butt,
Unless
but
you have a fire type, then
or a
you'll be
flying
alright.
type.
Yeah.
Even then, if they do, I just Stone Edge them and take them down instantly. 'Cause Heracross can just use moves like that, and yeah. I
It's one of
remember.
those Pokemon you forget how strong it is.
Mm-hmm. That was actually a big problem I had with Pokemon Black 2 and White 2, because, like, when they introduced, like, when they brought back a bunch of old Pokemon, I was excited, really. But the old Pokemon were so much better than the new ones in those games, despite the new ones having, like, bullshit overpowered stats.
Exactly.
Like, I used 2 new Pokemon that I had. One of them was my starter in Black 2, and the other was actually a shiny Litwick that I caught in Black 1, but wanted to trade over because I wanted to use it. And
Yeah, that's the thing. They should always make the newer Pokemon stronger, I think.
I guess. I mean, I feel like with Black and White, though, they kind of had some that were too overpowered, and then, like, some that were just too weak.
I'm trying to think, like early on, which were some of the older Pokemon that you could get in Black and White?
You can't get any older ones in Black and White. If you're talking about Black 2 and White 2,
Yeah, that's what I mean.
you can get Meryl, Mareep, Riolu, which is the pre-evolution of Lucario. Trying to remember Black 2, honestly. I think you might be able to get Rattata somewhere, which apparently is actually really good in Black 2. I don't know why. You can get Magnemite, which absolutely destroys the Poison Gym in that game.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing just about half the people I watched play that game get a Riolo, and I was like, oh, wow.
I didn't actually use Lucario. I used, Heracross was my fighting type, and Magnezone was my steel type. If you end up getting a steel type before the Poison Gym, though, it just is the easiest thing ever. Also, I just realized we have an Absol on screen for almost a minute now without even making a comment on it.
It's an Absol. I do like Absol, though.
I do,
Absol
too.
is just dark pure or dark and ice?
Pure
Okay.
dark.
That's what I thought, but then I was like, it's white, so maybe it is ice.
Ice, that would actually be a unique type for it. I was about to say, I don't know if there's a dark ice type, but yes, there is. Sneasel.
Oh yeah, I love Sneasel in Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah, and its evolved
It's just
form.
it showed up kind of late, so...
Yeah. Gym 7 is kind of late to be catching stuff, but to be fair, a lot of people use, like, Gibble, which in Diamond and Pearl you couldn't get until after you have beat the 6th gym.
Yeah, I guess if you wanted to train it up for, like, the Elite Four and stuff.
Yeah.
Me, I'm too lazy. I'm like, these are the 6 that I've been using the whole game, so I'm gonna keep them.
Yeah, I felt that way when I was in many ways, like... Whenever I was playing X and Y, like I said, I used the... Like, once I caught my Furfrou, which is the dog one they introduced in those games, like, I'm like, you know what, I love this thing. I'm using the 6 that I currently have in my party because this team is awesome.
Right.
And the only old Pokemon I had in my team were, 2 classics, actually. I had Bulbasaur and Pikachu in my party at that time.
It's going way back.
Yeah. Well, I always loved Bulbasaur, though. I think he's probably my favorite starter Pokemon, actually. If not, he's up there anyway.
He's the first one. He's number 1.
Yeah, exactly. And he was really good in X and Y, too, because having Poison be super effective against Fairy. Then again, Charizard also resists Fairy, and Blastoise can learn Flash Cannon, which is a super effective move on Fairy as well, but... I did not mean to go into the Pokedex. I wanted to see what Pokemon I have. Okay.
I thought you were just like, and now here's Trico.
Yeah. I'm kind of disappointed you can't battle, May one last time to see the final evolved former for starter.
Yeah, I didn't think they would do that.
Oh, geez, Cack. Okay, good matchup, actually.
It just reminds you of the Pokemon that you wanted to have right now.
Yeah, basically.
You're like, you gotta.
And I probably would have went for a mirror match because I have a fighting type move on my Cacturne that would have probably worked well on this thing. Okay, a critical hit with overheat. I think that's a little overkill.
Just a smidge.
On an unrelated note, in between the, like, you probably don't need to know this, but, like, in between the, but this video and the last video we recorded, me and, AudaciouslyAwkward, we were talking about, like, just a bunch of random stuff in between the last, like, that will probably go up on a random other, like, video. I don't even know when, to be honest, but it'll probably just go up on a random video some other time. And will you piss off with the Protect?
Just take your beating like a man, Pelipper.
I'm not even using Thunderbolt right now, because I think it used Double Team or something. I don't even know what it used, but I'm just hitting it with Shockwave. I remember there was... What?
I said that's what happens sometimes when you're doing COCOM, though. You'll just be, like, talking and be like, oh, wait, we're not playing yet.
Yeah.
Like in between levels or something.
I love that there's just two people right here, as if you can clearly not tell. I remember there was one video of your... This is a really off-topic thing, but there was one video of your No More Heroes LP that, like, I kind of wish was still around, because it, like, it kind of had a really good, like, moral behind it. I think you were fighting... I can't remember his name. It was that guy in the baseball stadium that, like, had the revolvers. And, I think you were, like, in the level building up to him. But, like, you were just killing a bunch of guys at some point, and, you made a comment saying, like, you know, yes, I am playing a mature-rated game. Yes, there's, like, lots of cursing in this. No, I don't really care, like, something like that. And, like, saying, like, how if you, like, cursing and stuff, like, shouldn't bother people as much as it does in comparison to something, like, worse things that happen in the world.
Oh, yeah, definitely, for sure. I mean, I think that sometimes surprises people, because just because I don't, like, drop an F-bomb every other word, it doesn't mean that I would, like, attack somebody who does. Like, if some other commentator... There's a lot of Let's Players I like who say all sorts of stuff that I would never say, but it works for them, because that's how they talk.
Like, for example, like, Proton John when he's playing Kaizo, for example. Like, you're probably gonna curse a lot when you play a game like that.
Right.
And I love that I'm being stupid when there's a freaking slacking on the field. That Gardevoir, I think, used Skill Swap on.
This is the Let's Play trouble. Sometimes you start talking about something serious and forget there's a game going on.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a tricky balancing act for those of you who haven't done this before.
Don't attack slacking, please. Oh, wow. I'm actually faster than a slacking. That surprises me a little bit. It looked like, yeah, it used Skill Swap, because otherwise that slacking wouldn't have attacked this turn. Damn it. Okay, I'm in a bad situation right now. That thing's using stupid moves, but I don't know what it can do.
You're in a really bad spot right now.
I know, half my team's, like, dead, basically. Come on. Thank you, Camerupt.
Oh, that was so good.
That's why I love the power of you.
You did not want him on the field for another turn.
And I think that there's actually another one in this battle, which is terrifying me even more.
2?
I think so.
Oh my gosh.
The Dusclops I'm gonna leave on the field, because even though he's bulky as hell, I can live with him being on the field for a little bit. Dusclops is another really good Pokemon.
I hope you're wrong and we don't see another slacking after this.
I think there is another one. That's what I remember anyways.
Why do these trainers do that? Have 2 of the same Pokemon?
I don't know. And I'm wondering why it used skill swap on my camera up. God dang it.
Why couldn't you have
Okay,
been wrong?
I am in a very, very bad situation right now. That thing is under truant, which means that it can't attack me now, but every other turn? I don't even know. This is just going to be a bad situation for me. Especially... Oh, no, 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 no! Damn it! Damn it!
Now we're really screwed.
I just lost this whole match. I cannot believe that just happened. Zach is out of usable Pokemon. Even though I'm in Canada right now.
It's a sad day, Canada, too.
Oh my god. I think that just about does it for this.
I think that's a good endpoint.
We didn't get through Victory Road, and we... My god, really? That did not just happen.
It was a learning experience. Next time, you'll be prepared.
Next time, I'm gonna off-screen through that. I'm not going through Victory Road again a second time on camera. And I'm gonna take on that stupid slacking. Times 2. And the Dusclops and the Guard of War.
Yeah, you'll take them down no problem off screen.
You know
That's what always happens.
You know what's even worse? In Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire, you have to fight Wally after that battle instead of at the beginning of Victory Road.
Oh, that would have been really bad.
That, like, startled Nintendo Capri Sun when he was playing that game. Because he did Sapphire Blind last summer.
Uh-huh.
That was actually a really good Let's Play.
Everything he does is really good.
Yeah. Anyways.
Well, if I distracted you at all, I am sorry.
No,
but I do appreciate you having me as a guest.
I should be saying the same thing. I mean, like, it's kind of surreal. I mean, it was, like, what, 3 years since the last time we did anything?
Way too long.
Yeah, way too long. We definitely should do something else again sometime.
Oh, cheesy. Next time. You'll get him next time.
Next time. Next time, Gadget. Next time.
I feel like the coach, and you're just coming off, like, the final shot,
I
and
feel
it
like
rimmed out.
I feel like Dr. Claw on Inspector Gadget right now.
Oh, man. Sometimes that's the way it goes, though.
Mm-hmm.
Happens to the best of us.
Way she goes, boys. Friggin' way she goes.
Well, like I said, thank you for having me, everyone out there. Thank you for listening to me.
And if something ever happens to your channel again, I'm probably gonna get more comments on these videos asking where you are.
Oh no. Not going anywhere.
On one final topic, I'm actually still surprised I get comments on my Sonic Adventure 2 Let's Play asking people if I'm gonna ever to upload more Chow videos, even though I finished that Let's Play almost 2 years ago.
People love the Chow Garden.
I know they
do.
do.
Forever.
I know. I mean, I don't think it's exciting to watch someone play through the game 15 or more times to grind up levels in Chow World, but apparently some people do.
I do hope we do get a new Chow Garden eventually in a future Sonic game.
Yeah, I do miss that a lot from the old Sonic games. Sonic Adventure 2 was a really great game. I don't care what anybody says. I'm glad.
I'm with you. Yeah. I love that game.
I know. I mean, a lot of people in some ways it hasn't aged that well, but it's aged a lot better than the first Sonic Adventure, that's for certain.
Oh yeah, I could still go back and play that game, and graphically it doesn't look horrible.
I know, I think it still looks fine, even on the GameCube, honestly. Like, I could understand the, one problem that game actually had was, the HD version was actually a port of the Dreamcast version and not the GameCube version. So it actually had problems with that the Dreamcast version did, which the GameCube version actually fixed up when that came out. So for that reason, I think the GameCube version is the best version of the game because it's the most stable.
Are you trying to say Nintendo did a Sega game better than Sega did?
I don't know what involvement Nintendo had, but considering it was the first Sonic game on one of their systems, then
Just say it. Nintendo did it better.
yeah.
Be like, Sega, this was your one guy. This was your icon, and you couldn't even get it right.
Basically.
It's gonna be like 20 years down the road. We're gonna be like, PlayStation, they just make better Mario games than Nintendo. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's gonna be that'd be weird thinking about it now, like years down the road, like what would happen in that situation. Like I can't see Nintendo going bankrupt anytime soon, but still.
Me either. I can't see them ever licensing their core franchise characters.
I'm not gonna lie, there are problems with the Wii U. Like everyone was complaining when the Wii U came out that, oh, there's no good games, even though there were actually some decent games when the system even came out. Like New Super Mario Bros. U was nothing new, but it was still good.
Yeah, I thought that game was fun.
Nintendo Land was alright. When I got my Wii U, I got the deluxe version, so it came with Nintendo Land, which is a nice game if you get that. I thought Darksiders 2 was alright, which was a launch title on the Wii U. Pikmin 3 is really good. I don't know what your thoughts on that game is, but
yeah, I like that game. I didn't like that they had DLC for it. I was like, that's kind of nickel and diamond, but the DLC was good, I will say.
Yeah, the DLC was good at least. I didn't really like that, like, it felt shorter than Pikmin 2 did, because Pikmin 2 had the caves, which could take a long time, and, like, kind of added, like, a lot more to the game from what Pikmin 1 had. But, I guess Pikmin 3 went back more to, like, the survival, like real-time survival type thing that Pikmin 1 had.
Right.
And I know it's just a remake, but the HD version of Wind Waker is really good. Which I really should get back to Let's Playing someday, actually. I started a Let's Play that almost a year ago and never finished it yet.
It's one of those games you can always come back to, though.
Yeah, I've had videos recorded for months that I never touched on. I'm not sure what I'm currently doing in the game. I'm gonna have to look and see what I have and what I haven't.
Right.
Super Mario 3D World, I thought that was a fantastic game.
Yeah, I think once they get Smash Bros. Out, and now that they got Mario Kart 8 out,
yeah,
they'll turn it around.
Smash Bros. Is definitely going to be a good game for it. I'm still a little surprised it's coming out on 3DS first.
Well, I guess because most people wouldn't buy it otherwise, but if it's the only thing you can play for a couple months, then they'll probably drive sales with that.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that.
I feel like this has been the longest outro of a video ever.
I don't know if I'm including half of this in the outro. There's even some Wii U games I haven't even played, like, yet that I was like... I had a dream... I had a dream a few nights ago where I was playing Rayman Legends, which I don't even have yet, with a friend, and, like, we were talking about, like, Smash Brothers for some reason.
Oh.
Rayman Legends, I think, was the first Wii U game that I played, though, because even before the system came out, they had, like, the kiosks at, like, Walmart and Best Buy and all those places.
Yeah,
and,
that's
like,
where I played it.
Yeah, I played Rayman Legends there. The demo was alright, but I felt like... it was a demo anyway.
Right.
And... You know, actually, speaking of dreams, there was something that I kind of remember kind of funny about. I remember there was one dream I had a few years ago that was so screwed up. I talked about it in, like, I remember, like, I talked about it in one of my videos, and I don't know if the date was exactly the same or not, or even, like, the same date we recorded it or not, but you were doing Kirby's Epic Yarn on Ninbuzz at the time, and that's how long ago this was, and,
That's a while.
yeah. There was one episode where you were talking about some dream, and that was, like, I saw the video, like, just around the same time I had this dream as well, like, a few days maybe after or something, and, like, you were saying, like, your dream was about, like, you were watching some gangster movie, but, like, instead of, like, guns or anything, they were using Pokeballs or something,
Oh yeah.
And I had a not similar dream, but I had like a equally messed up dream that like was almost that was like almost so shocking that I ended up like 1 second I'd be like asleep, but then like next second my eyes were wide awake, and like the vision of my dream was still like implanted in my eyes for some reason. I don't know what happened or how that happened or anything of the sort, but it was just so surreal. And the fact that like you had like a equally weird dream around that time, and then the fact that like I think there were other Let's Players who had a dream around that time too.
That's crazy.
I know. And that was like the only video of that. It was I talked about it during a failed Let's Play of mine, and that was like the only video I actually kept up.
Uh-huh.
Though unintentionally, I think I also kept up another video that I told a really, not really controversial, but a really stupid story that happened to me once.
Uh-huh.
I don't really want to get into it. It was just something stupid that happened on a bus one day, and like, I almost gotten a lot of crap for it, and like, my father ended up receiving a phone call home, and like, he couldn't withstand himself from laughing about it.
Oh my.
Like, I wasn't in trouble or anything, but like, he thought that like it was so stupid why like he was getting the phone call that like he was like having a hard time not laughing. Which I guess is funny when, like, something like that happens, though. Oh, crap, Skype. I'm gonna end